You brought up the word persecution. I think that people see that, and that is creating a paradigm shift where those who understand that this system is rigged against them and that there is true totalitarianism and a tyranny state are siding now with your father to destroy that state. And I don't think there's ever been a better crystallization of that than Harambe in 2016, but perhaps we have our new Harambe in Peanut the Squirrel, where this weekend in your home state of New York, where you were raised, the feds raided a orphan squirrel that was saved by his owners, that brought joy to millions every single day, had 3 million followers on social media, was a peaceful, happy squirrel that brought joy and livelihood to millions every single day, and they killed him. Don, they went in and they said, somebody gave us a report on this squirrel. We're gonna kill the squirrel, and this is the power. This is the tyranny. I think that people see, and they're now seeing it in real time here with Peanut the Squirrel.
Yeah, I've been very vocal about this one because I think it's a perfect example. I mean, it is Harambe 2024, basically. Peanut is Harambe 2024. But Peanut, I mean, you look at these videos, Peanut's also like the Elon Musk of squirrels. Like, they found the highest IQ squirrel in the history of squirrels. And we're just going to kill him. I mean, and if you look at the fact set, it's also insane. This guy runs like an animal shelter. It's not like, he's holding rabid squirrels. And it just shows the extent, and I've been fact-checked. They're like, well, it wasn't Democrat policy. I'm like, excuse me, it's New York State. Literally everyone is a Democrat that's in government. And it shows the extent of Democrat overreach. There's nothing they won't control. There's no freedom they're not willing to infringe upon. They can't take a squirrel that has millions of followers. It's perfectly well-trained, unlike any squirrel I've ever seen in my life, and I'm an outdoorsman. And they decided rather than we're going to have to test it for rabies. The only problem is the only way to get post-mortem. So they have to kill this thing, and a raccoon, by the way. I'm sort of shocked the squirrel got more attention than the raccoon. But that's the Democrat Party. There's nothing they won't touch. There's no way. They can't leave you alone. They can let tens of thousands of illegal immigrants punching cops, looting, stealing. We'll house them in luxury hotels in New York. We'll give them phones and court dates in 30 years, and we'll give them money at the border. There's hundreds of thousands of rats all over New York City. There's 20,000 plus complaints. I think it's like a month about rats. They will do nothing about that. But if you have a squirrel that's lovely, that's trained, that's in your home, that has followers, they're going to go in there and kill it. These are the same people that want to take away your guns. It's lunacy. It's just the perfect example. It's hard to believe that a squirrel could be sort of this catalyst, but it's just so perfect to show that there's nothing they won't touch. There's no amount of overreach won't go to control your lives, to exercise their will upon you. And we have to say enough is enough of this insanity. So, I want justice for Peanut.
Justice for Peanut. I wonder if you could give a message to Peanut's owner about what a Trump administration would do to people who want to save orphaned animals. It seems like the most honorable and virtuous thing that everybody should be able to agree upon. And as obviously an animal lover and a conservationist yourself, I'm sure this really hit home.
Yeah, I mean, I've got 7 dogs and, a rabbit in my house. My kids have 5 other dogs in our house. We're animal lovers. We have a rabbit.
What's that rabbit's name?
Saltwater fish tank, Lily.
Lily, okay.
So we got it all. We have a lot of kids and 2 houses, and it's crazy. So we got a lot of pets, and we love them all. But listen, the reality is this: we're going to focus on things that matter. Like, we're going to stop World War III. We're going to negotiate peace in the Middle East and with Russia and Ukraine. We're going to close down our border and stop the fentanyl from coming across. We are not going to get in your day-to-day life on little things that no one else cares about. We are not going to overmanage your life. We're going to let you live your own life. Make basic decisions for yourself without having to exert our will upon you. This is really simple stuff. I mean, there's so many things the government could be doing. Okay, but Peanut would be better off being a legal immigrant. It'd be given money, it'd be given shelter, they'd be given housing, even if it was an illegal immigrant criminal, because criminals are treated better now than American citizens. And this is the perfect evidence of that. So, that's not going to happen in a Trump administration. That kind of stuff has to stop. And it also, again, it's no surprise that it happened in a communist state like New York. Okay, I'm a political refugee from New York. Moved to Florida. It has to stop, guys. This is not freedom anymore. The reach. It's not a joke when we talk about we're going down the path towards socialism and much worse than communism. That's where we're headed. And you have a choice tomorrow. You can pick which way you want to go, but that's up to you. But I encourage you to choose Trump, and I encourage you to bring a lot of friends. If you guys sit this one out, it's on you. You know they're going to play games. You know they're going to do whatever it is they can do to win. They will somehow get Kamala Harris across the line, even if no one actually believes it. We can stop it, but we're not going to stop it by ourselves. You guys need to be a part of that. Show up, vote, stay in line. If you see something shady, document it, video it. Do not allow them to play these games. This time, we're prepared. But they're always good at adapting. They're far better at that than us. They'll figure out another way. Watch it. Don't let anything escape us. The future is ours if we get up and we show up.